Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode. You'll hear
This
some.
is my cat.
This is our cat. Yeah, this is some green
Baby
burlap.
cat.
Actually, I dyed this, but anyway, this is You ever hear of something called frustration? Anyway, I'll go through
Come on, damn it.
whatever frustration I have to for my wife's sake.
Oh,
Um,
what the hell?
I'm gonna have to go and find the link for this for the website. But anyway, we for the hotel room at M.D. Anderson in Houston, $120 a night, and for 2 weeks is what did you say?
Like $1,800.
Around $1,800,
Over $1,800.
little over $1,800. So right there is 2,000 bucks, just just for the hotel, nothing else, just for the hotel. Did you see what Greyhound had for the price to get there?
Like $220.
$220.
218.
218. Was that from Keene or from Brattleboro?
Keene, I think it was.
From Keene to Houston, Texas. 218.
Yeah.
218. That's one way. One way, folks. There's a reason I have $10,000 on the whatever it is, because my mother used to tell me it
Better
takes
be safe than sorry.
what.
Better be safe than sorry.
Yeah, better be safe. My mother told me that it takes money to make money, and like my wife was pointing out about something earlier today. Um,
Brattleboro to Washington, D.C. $182.
$182
Two of us. That's just to Washington, D.C.
from Brattleboro, Vermont to Washington D.C. is 182. You said 182 bucks
For both of us.
for both of us. That's one way. And then we have to go all the way to Houston, which is a much further distance. And frankly, I would much prefer to find another place. But I hate Texas. Period. There are some good people in Texas. There's definitely good food in Texas, but M.D. Anderson seems to be the place to go. And there's a reason. There's a reason I put 10,000 bucks up. I took an estimating class in trade school, and we were told to always add 10%, because now, to be honest with you about that 10%, because of what I was dealing with, I was doing brick lane, and our 10% was plus 10% for bricks.
We're not buying bricks, though.
Right, we're not buying bricks. And you have to do first of all, you have the square feet, the square footage of the building itself, which is the width multiplied by the diameter. But when you deal with the walls, you get into something totally different. Because then you have the width multiplied by the height, and then you have to deal with the windows and doors, which that gets into subtraction there, but it's difficult. And from my experience, that 10% is not necessarily necessary. You will probably use some of that 10%, but it's a small percentage of that 10%. Anyway, so we're looking at a lot of money. I cannot find any prices for the restaurants on the campus of M.D. Anderson. Right, I agree with you. It's probably not going to be cheap, and you have to figure taxes.
Okay, from Concord to Houston.
So, you're going from Concord has a train station?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just like a little tiny thing.
Oh.
But
So,
it's $494
oh, $494 for one or both of
for
us?
both of us. I
Bo-
think that's round trip too.
Okay. So right there you have $500. The thing is, we would need to have the money in advance
Yeah.
and then make the appointment, which,
Oh, that's one way.
oh, that's one way? Oh my. So that's $1,000 round trip right there.
Let's see.
But the $120 for the room, that's not including any taxes and fees that the city of Houston and the state of Texas would add on to that. And I can guarantee you, especially in Houston, it's not going to be cheap. Gosh, I want my wife's cancer. Anyway, so I don't know where else we can go. I mean, I know M.D. Anderson is a great place,
Damn it.
but the San Antonio has, according to the surgeon up in Lebanon, San Antonio has
Best.
the best, yeah. But my opinion of, you don't want to know my opinion of San Antonio.
Texas.
The food's great. Definitely not.
Because they can't find a train service matching your request on round trip.
Gosh.
Stupid.
So I don't, I mean, no, it's not that, how do I say, whatever money people are willing to donate to this, it doesn't mean we're not going to put money in as well. We will put money in. But, excuse me, we were able to get soda water today, and now I have all that, carbonation kind of. I don't know why, but I drink soda water like it's going out of style. And my wife can buy a case,
You're addicted to it.
Yeah, my wife can buy like a case of 12 cans. It'll last her 2 or 3 weeks. I get a case, and it lasts me a couple of days. But anyway,
Uh-oh.
what?
Mike has a clot, but not in the deep vein, so it's not dangerous. He'll be on antibiotic treatment. In fact, for those who know me, I have a history of deep vein thrombosis.
Oh no.
He had a clot go to his lung, which could have killed him.
Did they take it out?
No, this was earlier. This was like medicine they did it with. I wonder what's with his ear, though. I wonder.
Sometimes it feels like everything just
falling apart.
Yeah. And I admit I don't know Mike. I mean, I've talked to him online a couple of times. I don't know him, but he's my wife's friend, so therefore he's my friend. Therefore, I care. But gosh. One nice thing about if we could go to M.D. Anderson, we could probably get our daughter a round trip bus ticket from Dallas to Houston. Problem is, could we pick her up? You don't want to go to the bus station at night in Houston.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, I've been there at night. You don't want to go there at night.
Scary.
It's probably just like New York City at night.
Unless you got a cop along with you.
Yeah, and then the cops probably could have cared less in Houston.
Well,
Houston cops are not.
If somebody cop, you know.
Yeah.
I mean.
So, I don't know what to do, people. I want to get my wife down there. I want to get her help, but and then then a friend starts getting sick, and then another friend gets. Oh. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. So I don't have a link right this minute, but I'm gonna add a link to this video when I find the link. But I want to get my wife to Houston so we can go to m.d.anderson, stay there the 2 weeks. And you know what? The thing is, we might stay there 2 weeks, and they'll say, well, we would like you to stay there 3 or 4 or 5 weeks or 6 weeks or whatever. And I'm sorry, but I don't think $10,000 is gonna last much more than 2 weeks. That's a lot of money. I know that's a lot of money. I know we don't have it. That's why we're asking for help of people to put into a little bit here, a little bit there. But if it'll cure her cancer or put into remission or whatever, we'll do this. Even if we have to go on the freaking bus. I know my wife doesn't like the bus. I don't care for it that much, but I'm more tolerant of the bus than I think she is, because you don't get to sleep. You know, as soon as you fall asleep, they wake you up.
Where is the blood clot at? Call me back and let me know what's going on.
My wife's on the phone, so bye-bye, everybody.